Hello YouTube, it's Simon here with Hobbies and Man once again, and of course, our second video of the month is a rambling video. Today we're going to be talking about box sets. Are they good? Are they bad? Does it really matter? Are they worth collecting? And I guess I have contrary opinions on this. I don't really like box sets, although I do own some of them, mostly just the fairy tale ones. And actually, the only reason I own them is because my buddy Josh from, what's his handle right now? Comic Show, I think is his handle right now on YouTube. He sold them to me because he had bought them and then he gave them to me at like a super discount, like I think it was like $25 per box that I bought from him, which was 2 of them. So that's a super discount, and they were basically brand new. So that's why I own those, and I do want to continue to collect those specific box sets, just because if I already have 2 of them, I might as well have all 6 of them. And it's actually saves me a little bit of money here and there if I do it well at the right time, right? So that works for that. However, in general, I don't really like box sets, at least not in the American manga, side of things, because they're not very good. The Viz ones are probably the best ones because they're very often on sale and they're not necessarily the exact same price as just buying everything individually. The Kodansha box sets are all pretty fucking horrible. Although I do remember that the quintessential quintuplets one, the first one, was up for like $20 at one point. I didn't get it at the time because I didn't have the money for it, but I do remember that was the case. And in situations like that, I do think that the box set is definitely the way to go. But I mean, if you just wait a little bit, someone's gonna buy it or buy the volumes separately and not want them. So as long as you're scouring the internet, you'll probably find them for a pretty cheap price, regardless. So I don't really find the money saving aspect of box sets to be that good generally. I mean, they're not horrible, but it's not necessarily that good very often. Most of the times it's not actually all that appealing, actually. And what else? There's the collector side of things. I don't know why people prefer collecting things in box sets than separately. At least not for like I've seen a lot of people on Twitter and stuff like really want box sets. I understand it from the monetary perspective, especially if they're a reduced price. Like if you're buying a box set 1 of Bleach, I think it's 22 volumes. That would be $220, but you can get it for $119 sometimes. So that makes sense. Like monetarily, that is totally fair. But like I think people buy them for collecting sake. Like, oh my god, I have this cool box. It's like those boxes are not very cool though, and they're pretty poorly made, and there's no collectible items in them, or if there is, it's a pretty poor one. They're not really worth it in my opinion, at least for what I like. So in terms of like collectability, like this is a special box set. It doesn't work for me, especially because they're flimsy, nasty, boring ass cardboard boxes that you could probably make at home for cheaper and probably make them much better, like preferable to your liking. And they rarely ever have any meaningful collectible items. They have like a sticker pack, which you could just buy individual stickers for less from someone that makes them, or from local comic book shops and stuff like that. Sometimes they have sticker bins, or they have a single volume of something extra, like a little pamphlet that has extra information, which again you could just buy or find elsewhere online for free, and you don't have to spend 3 years waiting for that one box set that you want, or basic posters, and you can just find again online. Someone will sell that to you, and you can just get the poster by itself, or you can go to Kinokuniya and see if they have any posters there, or local comic book shops. Again, they're definitely able to have posters there as well. So none of the extras are worth it. The fact that it's not even a bundle cheaper price kind of annoys me a lot. But also I don't know if there's a real way to make it cheaper, like just how it is. It makes no sense, right? To sell the individual volumes and then 3 years later make a box set, sell them for way cheaper, and then things happen. Another thing about boxes is that they make people angry, especially like fans that have supported the manga forever, and then they get mad that suddenly, you know, the first 20 volumes of whatever series are on a box set, and they're like, why didn't they make the box set from the beginning? Why do I, you know, a big fan of the series, get punished for not having the box set and like opportunity early on? I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me because, like, again, this box set doesn't offer anything special. Why are you mad? It's exactly the same as having bought each of them individually. And in fact, you did a better job of it because you, the person that is angry at a new box set coming out for a series they like, were actually able to read them individually as they came out instead of having to wait 3 extra years for there to be enough books for a box set, right? So, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I just find that whole situation ridiculous. Now, moving on to the box sets that are being made by retailers. Most of them are pretty shit. There's no value to them. They're even worse than the normal box sets that are made by specific companies, you know, like the Viz box sets. Like the Barnes & Noble box sets, the Walmart box sets, Target, I think, has some box sets. Books A Million probably has a box set. I don't like these either. However, Simply G, I think is her name, did mention to me that it's good for buyers that are not in the community. I guess that's true. Again, it makes no difference because they're exactly the same. Like, I understand what she's saying, and I agree with her, but I also don't find it to be a compelling enough reason. Like, if you're, you know, if you're a grandma or a father or an uncle or a mother or whatever, and you're, you know, capable enough at, you know, navigating the youth to know that your niece, nephew, grandson, granddaughter wants manga, and that you know that they like this specific manga, there's literally no difference between grabbing the 4 individual volumes that cost the same as the box set that has the same 4 volumes. Like, it makes no difference. And especially if they're right next to each other, there's no ease of use, basically. So I understand what she's saying. I agree with her. And I definitely, you know, find that to be, you know, understandable. But I also don't really see it making enough of a difference for it to be justified, right? However, there's one example of a box set in the Western, you know, American community, or Western American, I think is the right way to use those quotation marks, community, which is the My Hero Academia Walmart exclusive box set, which has 4 volume ones. It has My Hero Academia, My Hero Academia Vigilantes, My Hero Academia Team Up Missions, and My Hero Academia Smash. All 4 of those, each one of them is volume 1, and it has all 4 of them in a sampler pack of My Hero Academia merchandise, basically, which is the 4 volumes. And I think that one works really well. It makes a lot of sense. If you know your, you know, your nephew, your niece, your granddaughter, your grandson likes My Hero Academia, and you are wanting to buy them something that offers them a variety of things, you know, different series that are all My Hero Academia, is a really good gift. It's also actually cheaper than buying them each individually because the box set costs $29 because, you know, Walmart lowers prices of stuff naturally. And it has 4 volumes. So you're saving yourself $10, which is a volume's worth of manga. And you're actually, you know, getting a good gift. It's bundled well. It's meaningful because it has variety in it, and it's also cheaper. So, you know, you get all 4 of the meaningful things there. So that one's really good. But overall, all of them, like box sets in general, are very bad. There are definitely alternatives to box sets that I think would be really good. In Mexico, what they do, or at least Panini does this, is that they sell you starter packs, basically. So whatever series they have, usually it's with series they don't think will sell, or they think will sell immensely good, so they're willing to lose a little bit of money on them, is that they give you, you know, 3 volume starter packs. So they had one for Vagabond where you got the first 3 volumes for the price of 2, plus a little bit extra. I think it wasn't exactly 3 for 2. It was like 3 for 2 and a tenth of one or something like that. So if each Vagabond volume cost 150 pesos, you would pay 350 or whatever for this starter pack instead of having to pay 450, right? They also have it for City Hunter, for Adam, which is actually how I got into Adam the beginning. I bought that box set or that starter pack. They have it for a lot of different series, not all of them, but a lot of them. And I think that that actually works really, really well. That one is actually definitely a good gift because it is a value bundle. It's also a starter kit. Everyone knows about the 3-volume rule, so making that your like accessibility thing works really well. This is more or less the same as a starter, like the 4-volume box set that they did for JJK, but you know, that cheapness and also the way that it's marketed and the way that it's given to you is significantly better in my opinion. And in Spain, what they do is they actually lower the price of the first couple volumes, and they sell them also as starter kits. So I think it's Ibrea, maybe it's not Ibrea, but one of those companies in Spain actually gives you the first volume for €4, and then all of the other ones are €8. So you get hooked with the first one, and then they they make you pay for the other ones at a normal price. And sometimes they do those starter packs where they give you the first 2 books on launch for the price of one, basically. And I think that also is pretty good. Those are not box sets though, so you know, there is that difference. But you know, I think things like that are meaningful. I do think that starter kits or variety samplers would be a really good way to go. You know, a 4-volume box set where you get a volume of My Hero, One Piece, or My Hero, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and you know, Chainsaw Man or whatever. Or you can get, you know, the big 3 plus Dragon Ball for like a box set. Or you could get Bleach, Black Torch, Blue Exorcist, and something else for the kind of like Demon Slayer type thing. And, you know, you could have it all so that it's like that stuff. I think that's a lot better than, you know, like volume 1, 2, 3, and 4 box sets. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe none of this makes sense. Maybe I'm just preaching to the choir. Maybe I'm just saying bullshit that doesn't actually mean anything. I'm not sure. But that is the ramble for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know your thought. Let me know what you guys think about box sets down below. And thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.